Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Borders Books. My name is Terry Miles. I'm the writer and director of the Buddy Shell Show. I want to thank you all for coming here tonight. Oh, please, you're too nice. Thank you. Thank you very much. This is the exciting conclusion of the show that we started about a month or so ago. Don't worry, we're going to catch you all up if you weren't here last time. I would like to, first of all, thank Borders for allowing us to come in here and do this. And, of course, the show is being taped and will be played over KCRW in Santa Monica. And we're still not getting paid, so I really don't know yet. And it's still, well, maybe. Anyways, what I'd like to do for really briefly, just to introduce you to some of the people that we have up here tonight, who've given up their time to come in here. This is a really great group. First of all, starting with our musical director on the accordion in the back, Mr. Dennis Gurwell. Next is our announcer and sound effects guy, a good friend of ours, Mr. Brent McCoy. A young lady who is going to be playing the wife of, the dead wife of Buddy Shell tonight, and also a few other parts, Miss Michelle Ruff. And that's her husband on the camera over there, zooming in on her, so I'm sure let's give a big hand here. Also, we have with us a young lady who's going to be doing the Peppermint Olive commercials for us, a good friend of ours, Miss Heather View. Another guy came all the way down from Las Vegas, where he's performing in the Star Trek Experience, also on the sound effects and a couple of other voices, Mr. Greg Lawrence. Another good friend of ours, known her for a very long time. She plays the two-timing wife of Buddy Shell, Miss Shelley Herman. Along with Shelley comes her better half. He plays the dead partner of Buddy Shell, UB Guide, as well as the famous Texas lawyer, racehorse Rabinowitz, Mr. Randall Carver in the back. We have with us a lady tonight who'll be performing with Buddy Shell for the first time. We're really thrilled to have her. You know her from very many things. We're very pleased. She plays Ambassador Mother from Outer Space, Miss Annie Lockhart. We have another lady who's making her theatrical debut tonight. We had to hire her. She's married to Phil Proctor, Miss Melinda Peterson. And, of course, she wrote that intro for herself, so I thought she'd like to know that. Great pleasure tonight to have with us. He plays Ambassador Dr. Smith, as well as a Captain Lou Katzenjammer from the San Santa Buena Police Force. From the Firesign Theater, Mr. David Osman. And another great friend of ours, he plays the evil vampire, the King, as well as his minion, Harry Gantz, also from the Firesign Theater, Mr. Phil Proctor. Another gentleman here, he's the producer of the Buddy Shell Show. He plays Buddy's father, Max Shell, as well as several other parts. My very good friend, Mr. Steve Carlson. Last but not least, the voice of Buddy Shell, the metaphysical private investigator himself. Well, we'll get to him in a minute. Anyways, the voice of Buddy Shell, what? All right, forget that intro for a second. And I feel really bad about this because we forgot him last time. In fact, on the script, I made sure to write his name about 5 times in boldface so that we wouldn't forget him again. So much for that, the best laid plan. Our good friend, he plays the bail bondsman, Mr. Frank Fongu. Mike Metcalf, Mike Metcalf, Mike Metcalf. Okay, here he is, the voice of Buddy Shell himself, my very good friend, Mr. James Egan. Well, you guys have been very, very good. We are taping this, and so we do need your assistance. So we're going to practice for a bit. We have a young lady back here holding an applause sign. That's Miss Krista Carlson. So that was good. Was that loud enough, Greg? Could be a little louder? We try one more time, please. 1, 2, 3, applause. If we have any whistlers, that would be good. Whistling sounds good. Very nice. All right. And one more thing, we do need laughs here, so on the count of 3, we are going to all laugh together. 1, 2, 3. Oh, outstanding. Okay, well, listen, we know that this is the second half of our show, and so we're going to get you caught up in about 30 seconds as to what has happened so far. The story of Buddy Shell takes place in San Santa Buena, California. San Santa Buena is located on the 101 freeway between Agora and Camarillo. They have a brand new Civic Arts Plaza, and there's a problem because dead bodies have been turning up at the Civic Arts Plaza, 9 in all, in fact, all of them bearing the mark of the vampire, 2 fang marks on the side of the neck. This has caused a great drop in attendance for the plaza, and it is causing the city to lose money at an incredible rate.
Buddy Shell, that's me, was hired by the Commissioner del Arte of San Santa Buena, a guy named Harry Gantz, to find the murderer and stop him before the city goes broke. I went to work with the help of my 2 assistants, my familiar, the psychic albino myna bird Miles, and Mickey Gold, the 36-year-old paperboy. I also enlisted the help of my father, Max Shell.
I'm Max Shell, owner of Max's Bikini Water World, a chain of 2-story car washes run by teenage girls in bikinis. I'm working on a big deal to buy all the reclaimed water in the city. I was double-crossed by that rat Harry Gantz and by some other creep, the record company czar and mysterious millionaire, King Legholz.
I am King Legholz, owner of Sundown Records, and in reality, a 250-year-old vampire, although I don't look a year over 200. In my last incarnation, I was Elvis Presley, thank you very much. I am behind the murders at the Civic Arts Plaza. Shh. And in addition to plotting the demise of the city, I also have taken time out to sign a new talent for my company, a singer named Lavender Hepburn. Thank you very much.
Hello. Thank you. I'm Lavender Hepburn. After years of struggling, I made a deal with the king to exchange my eternal soul for stardom and riches. I am contracted to the king for life.
I have also hired my former partner and mentor, UB Guide, to help with the case.
Hi, my name is UB Guide. I was tailing that slime ball Harry Gantz to the Peptamale plant here in San Santa Buena when I saw a torrent of water being released from the plant down the dry creek bed known as Crud Creek. I immediately informed Buddy of this event and continued snooping around.
Meanwhile, me and my operative, Mickey Gold,
Hi, I'm Mickey.
broke into the king's house looking for more evidence that he really was a vampire.
Yeah, but we got caught and thrown in jail.
But we got bailed out by my former high school pal, Frank Fongu, owner of...
Fongu bail bonds. I'm Frank Fongu. If you ever need bail to get out of jail, call on Frank. He never fails.
Thanks, Frank.
Yeah, you slim bob.
Yeah. Ham actor. Right after we got out of jail, we received a phone call from...
Me, King Legholz, inviting Buddy for a little business talk at my home. I offered them $10,000 to find the murderer. I told them I suspected none other than Harry Gantz.
I didn't believe him, of course, but as we were leaving the king's house, we were attacked by unknown assailants.
We were almost killed. Luckily, my dog Yeller went for help, and the cops showed up.
And we were arrested for the murder of my friend, UB Guide.
Okay, you guys got it?
No.
Never mind. Part 2, a Buddy Shell metaphysical private investigator in That Old Black Magic.
And now live from Borders Books in Thousand Oaks, California, Fried Out Features is proud to present the continuing saga of Buddy Shell, metaphysical private investigator. to you by the National Council for the Cure of Tuneless Humming and Whistling and by Pepto-Olive. People say in every way it's a Pepto-Olive day.
When you're in the mood for a juicy steak, when you exercise and your muscles ache, when there's rust all over the garden rake, it's time for a Pepto-Olive break. When you want your hair to be nice and neat, when your engine stalls out in the street, when your kids deserve that special treat, Pepto-Olive can be beat.
Pepto-Olive, the only product you will ever need. People say in every way it's a Pepto-Olive day.
In every way, it's a Pepto-Olive day.
Tonight we bring you the exciting conclusion of That Old Black Magic.
My name is Buddy Shell. I am a metaphysical private investigator to be exact. Right now, I'm neck deep in a case that's as crazy as an outhouse rat. Me and my operative, the 36-year-old paperboy Mickey Gold, have just narrowly escaped an assassination attempt by person or persons unknown, only to be arrested for the murder of my former partner and mentor, Yubi Guide. After being transported to the San Buena jail, I was brought to the office of Chief Homicide Inspector Captain Lou Katzenjammer. As I entered his office, cluttered with empty pizza boxes, half-eaten donuts, and coffee cups, I noticed the two burly cops he had earlier arrested me for breaking into the home of King Legholtz. The cops' names were Earl Brenner and Merle Eastwood.
Sit down, Shell. I think you know everybody here.
Yeah. Hello, Earl. Hello, Merle.
You really stepped in it this time, Shell. Why'd you kill Yubi Guy?
I didn't kill anybody.
We found these at the crime scene.
Those look like my reading glasses.
They are your reading glasses. We checked. We also found your fingerprints on the door of Yubi's car. And we found footprints on the ground near the body. They matched perfectly with a pair of shoes we found in your closet. They were covered with dirt that matches the dirt at the scene of the murder.
Where is this crime scene?
As if you didn't know.
I confess, Shell, it'll be easier on you.
Why would I kill Yubi? He was like a father to me.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to find out.
What time did this murder take place?
Between 5 and 6 a.m. this morning. The body was discovered by 2 security guards at the Pepto-Olive plant outside the back gate at about 9 a.m. this morning.
I was at the home of King Legholtz at that time.
Legholtz? You mean the big record company guy?
Yeah.
Well, what were you doing there at that time of the morning?
He wanted me to investigate the Cultural Arts Center murders. He gave me 10 grand.
You expect us to believe that garbage?
Not really, Flatfoot. That would require higher level thinking skills.
Huh. Still with a smart mouth, huh, Shell?
Oh! Take it easy, will you? That's my sore arm.
All right. Now listen, you say you were at King Legholtz's home this morning. Let's give him a call, okay? We'll see if we can clear this up.
All right.
Legholtz residence?
King Legholtz, please. Captain Katzenjammer, the San Buena Police calling.
One moment, please.
All right.
Yes, Captain. So nice to hear from you again.
Thanks. The applause was nice, too. Hello.
Did my donation to the Police Protective League arrive yet?
Oh, well, yes, sir, it did. It was very generous of you, sir.
Don't mention it. I just wanted to show my appreciation for your good work in a small way.
Well, we certainly do appreciate it, sir.
Call me King, Captain.
Well, all right. King.
Captain.
Listen, was Buddy Shell at your home this morning between the hours of 5 and 6 a.m. for a business meeting?
Who?
Buddy Shell. He's a private investigator.
Well, isn't that the fella you caught breaking into my home yesterday?
Yes, it is, sir.
Well, no, he certainly wasn't. I never met the man.
I see you're quite sure about all
Oh,
this.
yes, Captain, quite sure.
Will that be all?
Yes, sir. That's it. Thank you for your time.
My pleasure, Captain.
Well, you want to change your story now, Shell?
He's lying. Yeah, right. I think you need a little something to jog your memory, Gumshoe.
Oh, I told you. That's my other sore arm.
All right, all right. How about telling us the truth?
I'd love to. May I remove my right shoe?
Your shoe? What's in your shoe, Shell?
A tape recorder. I taped the whole conversation. You'll see he was lying to you.
Well, go ahead.
There. Now I'll play the tape for you. This is the meeting I had at his house this morning.
Leg holes? I believe you're a vampire.
You are right. I am a vampire. I have been one for over 250 years.
I knew.
I am also a very successful show business entrepreneur. I own Sundown Records, for example.
I am aware of that.
Vampires?
Yeah, vampires. So what do you think, Captain?
I still think both you and the king are nuts.
He is a vampire, and I think he's behind the murders at the Cultural Arts Center.
I don't know anything about that.
What do you mean? Aren't you guys in homicide investigating them?
Well, no. Case was taken out of our hands.
By who?
Whom? By whom, Shell? By whom? That's the correct form of address.
Sorry.
Yeah.
By whom?
The DA's office. Investigation is being handled by Deputy DA Harris Williams.
Williams?
Yeah. I can't figure out why the king was lying about having not met you before.
He's trying to set me up.
Yeah, what about all the evidence we found at the crime scene?
Planted there, obviously.
Obviously, nothing is obvious.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Listen, what was Yubi doing at the Peptom Olive plant at that time of night?
Yubi was investigating Harry Gantz for...
You mean the Commissioner Del Arte of San Santa Buena?
Yeah. Let me clear my throat.
Better clear your mind.
I had a feeling that he's also involved. Yubi tailed him to the Peptom Olive plant. He discovered they're dumping a lot of water every night.
During a drought? Why?
I don't know.
What does Gantz have to do with this?
I don't know that either.
What do you know, Shell?
I know my best friend is dead. How was he killed?
Blunt force injury to the head.
Poor Yubi. Were there signs of a struggle?
Nope.
Somebody must have snuck up on him.
No way. Yubi was too sharp for that. It must have been someone he knew.
Yeah, like who?
Whom, Captain?
Shut up, Earl.
I don't know, Captain, but I'm going to find out. Can I go?
Yeah, but the boys will be watching you, Shell. I don't think you're telling me everything you know.
Don't worry, Captain. When I know something, you'll be the first person I'll tell.
Good luck, Shell. I have a feeling you're gonna need it.
After I dropped Mickey and his dog Yeller off at the donut shop, I went home. My girlfriend Tammy had left a note that she had gone to a PTA meeting. After a few hours of fitful sleep, I was awakened later by the phone. Hello?
Yeah, is Tammy there?
Well, she's probably at work. Who is this?
Yeah, I'm a friend of hers from the PTA. I'll call back.
Can I take a message? I stared at the phone for a moment. Then I dialed my office. The phone was answered by my familiar, the psychic albino minor bird Miles.
Ah! Hello, buddy. Are you all right?
I'm okay. Did you hear about Yubi?
I did. It was on the news.
What did you think happened?
There was no signs of a struggle. He was killed by somebody he knew.
That's what I think. I was set up to take the fall.
By whom?
That's what we've got to find out. I'll be in to use the Wiccan for Windows on the computer as soon as I get cleaned up.
Ah, okay. Could you bring me some bear claws? I haven't eaten all day.
Okay.
Did you hear the news about the Cultural Arts Center?
No, I've been asleep. What happened now?
King Legholes made a big donation to the Cultural Arts Center. $2 million worth. They're going to name the auditorium after him.
No kidding. I wonder what he's up to now.
I don't know, but I bet it's something big. Did you hear about your dad?
What happened to Max?
He's running for city council. I heard it on the radio.
On KCLU?
No way. Who listens to them?
Well, nobody, apparently. Listen, Miles, have you had any dreams or visions about Tammy lately?
No.
Why did you hesitate?
I didn't hesitate. Nothing.
What is it?
I can't get involved in this.
In what? Listen, Miles, you've been my friend and familiar for 12 years now. You owe it to me to tell me if you know something. I think she might be having an affair.
You'll hate me if I tell you anything.
No, I won't.
She's having an affair.
You're crazy!
I told you you'd get mad. She's having an affair.
With who?
Whom?
What?
Whom is the correct form of address to use.
What are you, some dork English teacher or something?
See, I told you you'd get mad.
I'm not mad. Whom is she having an affair with?
The DA, Harris Williams.
Oh. Why didn't you tell me before?
I just found out today. I was calling around looking for you, and I called Caboose to Trek's Blue Room.
And?
Caboose told me that Tammy was in there last night with Williams, dancing the night away and being very chummy.
Oh, she said she was at a PTA meeting.
Unless they're thinking of adding adultery to the junior high curriculum, I don't think this was your normal PTA meeting.
All right, listen. I'll be in as soon as I talk to Tammy. You sure about this?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay, I'll talk to you later.
Blessed be.
I sat in the bedroom in the dark for the next hour, chain-smoking Pall Malls. Finally, I heard the garage door open. I sat there trying to compose myself for the bad scene that was about to unfold. Tammy walked into the darkened bedroom after a time.
Oh, you scared me. What are you doing in the dark? And why are you smoking in the bedroom? You know I hate smoking.
Sorry, I was upset.
I'm sorry about Yubi. I heard about it on the radio.
He was a good friend who never betrayed me, ever. Those kind of people are very hard to come by.
What's that supposed to mean?
What do you think it means?
I haven't the foggiest idea. Do you mind if I turn on the light and turn off the accordion? I have to get ready.
Ready for what? Going to another PTA meeting, are we? Or maybe you're going to a tramp convention.
What do you mean by that?
I know all about your affair with that stupid DA, Harris Williams.
You must be joking.
How could you do it with that blockhead Williams?
Well, at least he has a real job.
Ah! So you do admit it.
Yes, I do. There. Do you feel better now?
How did it start?
What difference does it make?
I want to know.
We met while I was on jury duty.
Are you kidding? You were stooping the DA while you were on the jury? Are you crazy?
What's the point of talking about this?
And a DA to boot. A guy who can't make a living as a lawyer on his own, so he has to work for the government?
Some sour grapes, buddy?
You're defending this jerk?
I think you'd better go.
You're darn right I'll go. I'm going straight to the bar.
Like drinking's gonna solve your problems.
The California Bar Association. They'd probably like to know that one of their moron DAs is picking up chicks on the jury.
I want you to leave.
That must have been him on the phone earlier.
Harris called?
Can't believe you gave him our phone number.
Oh, what was I supposed to do?
You mean he doesn't know we live together? You didn't tell him?
Oh, he knows. He was here yesterday.
In my house? I can't believe this.
Believe it.
Wait a minute. When was he here?
Last night.
It's all starting to make sense now.
What are you talking about?
Somebody tried to frame me for Yubi's murder. I think it was that creep Williams.
You're hallucinating.
They found my glasses at the crime scene and footprints from my shoes there. The only way they could have gotten there was if somebody had taken them from here.
Why would he want to frame you?
Because his boss told him to.
Well, who's his boss?
King Lakeholtz.
The owner of Sundown Records? You're crazy.
You know him?
Oh, I've met him. He's very nice. He just donated $2 million to the Cultural Arts Center to keep them from going broke.
He's also a murdering vampire who's been dumping bodies at the Arts Center and is probably behind Yubi's murder. You've really stepped into it this time, sweetie.
You're raving.
Maybe so, but at least I'm not cheating with a crooked DA. I'll be back for my things, and if I were you, I'd be very careful.
Don't worry about me.
I won't.
Amateur.
I heard that.
We'll be right back to Buddy Shell, Metaphysical Private Investigator, but first a word from Pepto-Molive.
Mommy, why do I have to eat this oatmeal?
It's good for you, dear.
But it tastes like brick. Hello, family. Good morning. It's the Pepto-Molive Fairy. Hi, Pepto-Molive Fairy. What's the problem, dear? Mommy keeps feeding me the stuff that's not fit to grout the tub with.
Sally,
Sally. No, that's okay. I understand. Here, pour some Pepto-Olive over your oatmeal and taste the difference.
Wow! Does it still taste like brick, Sally?
Sure does, Mommy, but I don't care.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Pepto-Olive
Pepto-Olive
Fairy.
Oh, I'm bummed.
What's wrong, Uncle Bill?
Uncle Billy?
My shrink says I can't commit because I have Peter Pan complex.
This could be more serious than I expected.
You expected this?
Oh, yes. You sound like you're suffering either from a loss of your childhood innocence or calculated existential angst. Some would say, get in touch with your id. Others would say, find balance between your yin and yang. Still, others would say, set aside childish things and grow up. I know all about that.
Have you studied psychology?
No, I use Pepto-Olive.
Hey, I'll try some. Hey, Pepto-Olive Fairy, you're just what I need. Will you marry me?
Oh, I thought you'd never ask.
Pepto-Olive, it fixes everything you can't. The Pepto-Olive Fairy was played by Heather View. Heather View is a trademark of the Pepto-Olive Corporation and subject to a licensing fee. You can no longer use the word heather when referring to the small group of fragrant Celtic flowers. You must now use the words cool stinking shrub. View is a trademark of the Pepto-Olive Corporation and is subject to a licensing fee. You can no longer use the word when referring to a room with a view or other such uses. If you stayed at a bed and breakfast that has a window overlooking the cool stinking shrubs on the hill, you must refer to it as a room with a looky through the wall thingy that shows the cool stinking shrubs on the hill, code number 007896.
And now, back to Buddy Shell, Metaphysical Private Investigator. Nearly 2 months have now passed since Buddy and Tammy broke up. It is now Christmas Eve day.
Well, after my bust up with that no-good Tammy, I was pretty wrung out. I didn't do anything for nearly 2 months. I just sat in my office and drank bourbon and ate bear claws. My business went to seed, and most of my friends were pretty concerned. And last but not least, I didn't do any work on the Legholtz case. I took to sleeping at my office. I was waking up one morning after tying one on pretty good the night before. Miles, have you seen my socks?
Probably on the floor where you usually leave them.
Thanks.
Buddy.
What?
Could you try to be a little neater? This place is turning into a pigsty.
So what? Maybe I like it like that.
You're still upset about breaking up with Tammy?
No, I'm not. And don't mention that tramp's name again.
Okay, you're not upset, but you gotta get a grip on yourself. You aren't any closer to discovering the murderer of Yubi or solving the Cultural Arts Center murders. It has been too much.
Stop nagging me,
I'm
Niles.
just telling you the money's almost gone.
So what? You think I need money? I don't need anything or anybody. All I need now is a drink.
It's only 9 a.m.
So what?
You've been drinking a lot lately, you know.
So what? Maybe that's my new identity. I'll be Buddy Shell, metaphysical drunkard.
You're talking crazy.
Even better. I'll be Buddy Shell, crazy metaphysical drunkard. Where's that bottle of old Granddad?
You finished it last night.
Then I better go get some more.
You really shouldn't. Come on, buddy, it's almost Christmas.
Christmas gives me the creeps.
Buddy, you always loved the Christmas season.
That's before my best friend was killed doing work for me and my tramp of a girlfriend started fooling around. Do me a favor and butt out.
Stop, buddy, you'll kill yourself.
I got in my car and drove over to Caboose Lautrec's Blue Room, where I sat for several hours drinking steadily. I'll have another glass of steadily, please.
Certainly, monsieur.
I was sitting there when I heard a familiar voice. It was Harry Gantz, the Commissioner del Arte of San Buena.
Well, hello, Mr. Shell. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Nice to see you again, and a Merry Christmas.
Well, my old pal, Harry Gantz.
Well, buddy, I need to talk to you.
So who's stopping you, Mr. Vampire?
What are you talking about?
Just a joke, Gantz. A fella told me once you were a vampire.
Me? Who told you that?
A fella named King Legholtz. Ever hear of him?
The guy who gave $2 million to the Cultural Arts Center? Sure, I've heard of him. Why would he tell you something like that?
Well, he hired me to find out who's killing people and dumping the bodies at the Cultural Arts Center. He hired me just like you did.
He did?
Yeah. So why are you killing people and dumping their bodies at the Arts Center?
You're drunk.
So what? It helps me think.
If I was really the killer, buddy, why would I have hired you to find out who was doing the killing?
For the same reason Legos did. To throw me off the track. I think you guys are in cahoots with each other.
That's redundant.
What do you mean?
Well, to be in cahoots means to be in something together. So to say that we're in cahoots together is like saying...
Shut up.
Mr. Shell, please.
Listen, buddy.
Your buddy.
What?
You said, listen, buddy. That's you.
Are you trying to confuse me? I may be drunk, but I'm not stupid, buddy.
Are you sure?
Are you calling me stupid, buddy?
Yes, you are stupid, buddy.
Don't call me buddy, stupid.
I didn't. I called you stupid, buddy.
I ought to punch you right in your fat face.
Oh, go ahead. And I'll have you thrown in jail again.
What did you say?
I said...
You said thrown in jail again. What did you mean, again?
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did. You killed Yubi and had me framed by that creep Williams, didn't you?
Mr. Shell, if I were you, I'd be careful making wild accusations such as that. Accusations you can't prove.
I can't prove them yet, but I will.
A drunk like you couldn't prove olives go in martinis.
That does it. Put 'em up, fatso.
I warn you, Shell, I used to be a pretty good amateur boxer.
Good. Then you might be able to take a couple of punches. Oh! Ow! My sore arm.
I warned you, Shell. Now get up and I'll knock you down again, you pathetic drunk.
You're right. Gantz, I am a pathetic drunk to get decked by the likes of you.
What is going on here? You get out of here, Mr. Gantz. It's Christmas. I won't have any fighting in here on this night.
Oh, I'm going, caboose. Hold on to your caboose. Goodbye, Shell. And by the way, order a steak for his eye. Merry Christmas, sucker.
Don't worry, buddy. He won't come in here again.
Oh, what do I care if he comes in here? Let go of me. I'm leaving.
Please, buddy, let me call you a cab.
Forget it. And stop giving me straight lines. I got in my silver 1970 GTO and began driving north on Highway 101 towards Santa Barbara. I was lost in thought when I finally turned off the freeway to get some gas. I was about to pull into the station when I saw a sign that brought me and my automobile to a halt in the middle of the street. The sign said Claustown, 1/2 mile. The recognition of the name threw me into an immediate trance. I had fallen into a trance, like I always did whenever I heard the word Claustown. My head was spinning like a top, when out of the fog I heard a familiar voice. It was that scumball bail bondsman Frank Fongu.
Hey, buddy, wake up, buddy.
Huh? What's going on? Frank? Frank Fongu?
Yeah, it's me.
What are you doing here in Santa Barbara?
Well, strictly speaking, I'm not here in a physical sense.
No?
No, I'm in your mind. You're in a trance. I'm going to be a metaphysical guide for you for the next couple of minutes.
You? But you're just a scumball bail bondsman.
Yeah? And what do scumball bail bondsmen do? They help scumballs like you get out of jams. Like the one you're in.
So what are you going to do for me?
Well, I'm going to show you how you got so screwed up. And every time you hear the word Claustown, you flip out and go into a trance.
How are you going to do that?
I'm going to take you back to where it started. Christmas time, 1964. Remember?
Sure. I went with my mom and dad
Now,
to...
you can say it. We're sort of in a time warp right now.
Claustown. Hey, nothing happened.
No kidding, Sherlock.
So what are you, the ghost of Christmas past or
Well,
something?
something like that, except that I'm really only here in your mind. And if you don't mind, could you call me the ghost of holidays past? Yeah, I'm Jewish, you know.
Oh, yeah, sir.
Yeah, no, don't worry about that. Let's go. Touch my cellular phone and we'll fly there.
I don't believe this.
Do it!
Oh, all right. Here goes. Hey!
Oh, hold on, buddy.
Wow, we're flying. This is great. Hey, look, there's Claustown.
Yeah.
And look, it's Max, my dad.
Yeah.
Look how young he looks. And there's Mom, my mom. She was so pretty.
Oh, buddy, when did your mom die?
Oh, she got sick just after we went to Claustown. She...
Oh, you recognize that little kid with the giant candy cane in his hand, don't you?
It's me.
Yeah.
Oh, my stars. Listen, Frank, I don't know about
Oh, no,
this.
no, come on, buddy. Let's get closer so we can hear.
Come on, buddy boy. It's time to go into Santa's House of Horrors.
Oh, Max, maybe he doesn't want to go.
Oh, nonsense, Seal. It'll be good for him. He's got to grow up sooner or later.
Come with me, Dad.
No, you got to go in by yourself, buddy boy. Let's go.
I don't want to, Dad.
Oh, Max, leave the boy alone.
Stay out of this, Seal. This is man's stuff.
Ah, there you go, buddy boy. Right into Santa's house of horrors.
Strange. I don't remember this ride at all. It's a blank, a complete blank in my mind.
Not for long, buddy. Look!
Hey, what's happening? The ride is stopping. It's coming to a halt right in sight. There's a guy coming out of the dark. He's taking me by the hand. I recognize that guy. It's Legholtz the vampire.
Come with me, son. The ride's broken down.
Who are you, mister?
Well, I'm a friend of your father's. I work here. Come on. I'll take you to him.
Okay.
Yeah, right this way. Come
Where's
on.
this guy taking me? He's leading me into a tunnel. We're going up behind Claustown. There's another building. We're going in. There's a whole bunch of people there. They're dressed in black robes. Hey, Frank, what is this? Frank? Oh, great. Just like Frank, he disappears when the trouble starts. What's going on there now? The people in the robes are beginning to chant.
Imbolc, Osiris, Isis,
I don't want
silver dollar,
or a rabbit's foot on a
string.
I'm all shook. Brothers and sisters of the coven, you know the whole world's just a stage, and though we play our part so cleverly and never miss a cue, we have been awaiting the arrival of the one. Now we have here the one who will lead us to our greater glory, this boy, soon to become a man, soon to become the one. Behold, the one!
The one! The one!
What are you talking about, mister? Where's my mom and dad?
You have been blessed with much power, son, though you are not aware of it yet. It will soon become known to you. You are the one who will be the key to unlock the door to the greater glory of the greater ones. Here, drink this sacred tonic.
No, I don't want to.
Go ahead and drink and bind yourself to us forever. Drink.
Drink, drink.
It's a 2-drink minimum.
What is it?
It's Yoo-hoo. You'll like it, trust me.
Okay.
He drinks. The one drinks.
I'm sleepy. I'm going to sleep.
He sleeps. The one sleeps. Yeah. When you awake, you will be home, young one. You will not recall any of the events which happened here. But when you hear the words Claustown, you will lapse into a trance and will do whatever I command. Do you hear and obey?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
I can't believe this. I'm under the control of the king. I work for him. Oh no, this can't be happening. I'll kill myself before I allow that to happen.
That might not be necessary, buddy.
Just then I heard another familiar voice. It was my dead ex-wife Damaris, an archaeologist who was killed when the drive-through tree in the Redwood National Forest collapsed and killed her and her botany club. Damaris!
Hello, buddy. Long time no see.
What are you doing here? You're dead.
Oh, thanks for reminding me. Didn't that scumball Frank tell you I was coming?
Oh yeah, he did.
Actually, I'm not really here. I'm just a figment of your subconscious.
You mean I'm still dreaming?
It's a bit more than that, but you're on the right track.
Thank you. What am I gonna
You're
do,
welcome.
Damaris? You saw that stuff back there? I'm the key to something those vampires are up to.
Yeah, pretty weird, huh? If I'd known that, I wouldn't have married you in the first place.
So who would you have married? Joe Masabi, I suppose?
Look, I don't want to discuss this now. We've got to get going.
Where are we going?
I have to show you some stuff.
Like what?
Just shut up and take hold of the hem of my Armani jacket.
Oh, they have Armani in heaven?
It's wholesale. Let's go.
Wow, we're flying over San Santa Buena again. Gee, it looks kind of small and seedy from up here.
It sure does.
All those cheesy strip malls and gas stations.
Kind of says a lot about urban planning, doesn't it?
Well, hey, we're going down. Oh, I know this place. The Palm Oaks Viking Polynesian Plaza.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's me and Mickey's favorite donut shop, White Guys Donuts and Scones. Why are we going in there?
Well, there's some people there you need to talk to.
Whom?
The dead of the vampire.
In the donut shop? You brought a bunch of dead people into the donut shop? Aren't the owners going to be mad?
Buddy, they can't see us. We're in another dimension, duh.
I knew that.
Right. Hi, folks. Sorry I'm late. This is Buddy, my former husband.
We never got divorced. You died. I'm your widowed husband.
Whatever. Anyway, this is Buddy.
We are the dead of the vampire.
Nice to meet you.
The pleasure is ours.
Are they going to talk in unison like Walter Brennan the whole time?
Yeah, I guess so. You know, they couldn't do Richard Crenna.
What do you folks have to tell me?
We're here to give you information about the vampire you know as King Leghost.
Like you guys know something I don't.
If you're going to be a wise guy about it, you can just go and dig up your own information. Mister haven't found out anything in 2 months, except your girlfriend is stripping a crooked DA.
All right, I'm sorry.
Hello, buddy.
Yubi, I'm sorry, Yubi, for getting you killed.
Don't mention it, son.
Who killed you, Yubi?
Well, let's just say I was killed by the vampire.
Leghost? Leghost couldn't have killed you. I was with him at the time of your murder.
I was killed by the vampire.
Is there another vampire besides the king?
No.
Is Gantz the vampire?
We can't say.
Why not? I thought you were here to give me some answers.
The answers are within yourself. They have always been there. You have the power. You are the one who can stop them. The greater ones. You can stop them if you try. You owe it to us to try. And Merry Christmas, buddy.
All right. Damaris, what is going on here? Damaris, where did you go? Oh, what am I supposed to do now? Oh, I'm getting sleepy. Sleepy. It's Claus Town. Santa Claus Town.
Hey, mister. Hey, mister.
The next thing I knew, I was
Mister?
being shaken awake by a kid.
Hey,
I was still
mister?
sitting in my car on State Street.
Mister? Hey, are you drunk or something?
No, I'm not. Hey, kid, what day is this anyway?
Are you putting me on, mister?
No, what day is it?
Oh, it's Christmas Eve day.
What? You mean the spirits or ghosts or whatever they were have done it all in one day?
Well, you sure sound drunk, buddy.
How did you know my name is Buddy? Are you a spirit too?
I gotta go. You better get your car out of here before the cops throw your drunk butt in the slammer.
Oh, thank you, child spirit. And I shall remember this good deed you and the others have done, and I shall keep the spirit of Christmas in my heart throughout the entire year.
Yeah, right.
I've got to call Miles and tell him about this vision.
Hello, buddy. Are you all right?
Yes, I feel great.
Are you drunk?
No, and I'm never going to drink again. Miles, I'm in Santa Barbara now. I'll be back in a little while. We've got to get started on solving this case.
Welcome back, buddy.
Thanks, Miles. And you know that turkey that's hanging in the corner shop?
Why?
Oh, never mind. I'll talk about it later. When I got back to the office, I told Miles about my vision. We started piecing together everything we knew about the case. Just then the phone rang. Buddy Shell, Metaphysical Private Investigator.
Mr. Shell, I need to talk to you about King Legholz.
Who is this, please?
Never mind who I am. I will meet you tonight at 10 p.m. in the parking lot behind Caboose Lautrec's Blue Room.
How will I know you?
I'll know you. Be there.
Wow. What do you think of that, Miles?
I think I'd be careful if I were you, buddy. It could be another trap.
Sometimes you gotta take chances in this business, Miles. Napoleon took a chance.
Yeah, look what happened to him.
Meanwhile, a meeting was taking place at the home of King Legholz.
Good evening, gentlemen. Thank you for coming over here on such short notice, but it concerns a matter of great importance. I believe you know each other. This is Max Shell, our new city councilman. This is District Attorney Williams and my personal attorney, Racehorse Rabinowitz.
Howdy.
Thank you for coming tonight, Max.
Yeah. What do you guys want? I haven't forgotten about that double cross you skunks pulled at me at the city council meeting.
No, Mr. Shell, I thought I explained all that to you 2 months ago when I backed you for city council, and quite successfully, I might add. You did receive 63.4% of the vote.
Yeah, and you told me a lot of mumbo-jumbo about the water for Pepto-Olive, and I still don't buy that.
I understand your pique, but I think if you listen to what I have to say tonight, everything will become very clear.
All right, start talking.
There is to be a financial crisis of a great magnitude about to strike San Santa Buena, which we may use to our great advantage.
Well, what kind of crisis?
The city of San Santa Buena is about to go bankrupt.
What? How?
The exact nature of the difficulty is not a matter that concerns you at this point.
Oh, what can we do to prevent it?
Who wants to prevent it?
What? You want it to go under?
Absolutely. It is the only way to get rid of the bureaucrats and liberals that are bringing our whole country down.
And you, Mr. Shell, will be in a unique position to benefit from all this.
Oh, how do you mean?
Well, how would you like to be the governor of this state, Max?
Governor?
Yeah.
Me? Are you kidding?
Oh, not at all.
Well, why would anyone want to vote for me?
Well, they voted for you in droves for city council today.
Yeah, fine. That was just city council.
So, don't you think that the people of this state think just like the fine citizens of our fair city? And don't you think that they would welcome the chance to vote for a man who had the foresight to predict the upcoming collapse of the city and then lead the effort to get it back on its feet?
How am I going to do all that?
Hey, just let us worry about the details, Mr.
That's
Shell.
right.
It is rather complicated. But rest assured that in the eyes of the public, you will be the savior of San Santa Buena and Ventura County and the state of California.
Wow.
Yeah.
Of course, we don't expect you to do this for free, Max, old buddy. There will be opportunities for your business interests to expand and thrive in the upcoming chaotic time. For starters, I have taken the liberty of purchasing for you 100,000 shares of Pepto-Olive stock.
Wow, gee, thanks, King.
Don't mention it very much. After all, we are not communists, are we?
No way, we're Americans.
We're Americans, you bet. I like you, Max. Now, if there's nothing further, we'll be in touch. Oh, here's a little something for you.
Oh, what's this, King?
Well, let's just say it's a little contribution to your next campaign, shall we?
Wow, 10,000 clams. Thanks, King. Well, I'll be seeing you.
He sure took the bait this time.
Yeah, sure hope he ain't allergic to clams. Now, Rabinowitz, make sure that all the events happen just as I have specified.
Everything is in place, King.
Williams, did you get all that on video?
Sure did, King. I just checked. I got that boob Shell taking the envelope, taking the stock, everything.
Good. Now, I want your boys on the force to be ready when the time comes.
Don't worry. Dick Diddley and Babaloo are good cops. They know just what to do.
That's what I'm worried about. Now then, I bid you good night, gentlemen.
Later that evening, I pulled my silver 1970 GTO into the parking lot of Caboose-Lautrec's Blue Room to await my encounter with the mysterious woman I had talked to on the phone. I wasn't there 30 seconds when a young woman knocked on my window. I opened the door and the beautiful woman sat down.
Hello, Mr. Shell. My name is Lavender Hepburn.
The singer?
Yes.
Yeah, I recognize you from your music videos. You have a couple of hit records, don't you?
Oh, yes, I do. Say, would you mind driving around for a while we talk? I think I'm being followed.
Whatever you say.
What I have to say will be short and sweet. I know who is behind the Cultural Arts Center murders.
So do I. King Legholz.
What? How did you know?
It's my business to know.
Well, I'm impressed, buddy. Someone's been doing his homework.
How do you know the king?
The king is the owner of Sundown Records, the label I record for.
Interesting. So why are you here telling me this?
Because I want you to help me.
In what way?
Several months ago, I signed a contract with the king. I want you to help me get out of it.
Why come to me? Why don't you go to a lawyer?
But it's not as simple as that. The contract I signed binds me to him for life. And more.
What can be more than life?
Eternity.
What do you mean?
I'm referring to the timeless state following death.
Oh, I know what eternity means. What I mean is, what do you mean, eternity?
Oh, I am indentured to him for eternity.
What do you mean?
Indentured. A contract binding one person to another for a specified term.
I know what indentured means. What I mean is... What in the heck are you talking about?
I mean, the king is a vampire, and the contract I signed binds me to him for all time and beyond.
Well, what'd you do a stupid thing like that?
Because I wanted to be a star. He promised to make me a star if I gave him my soul for eternity.
So what do you want from me? He lived up to his part of the bargain. I guess you have to live up to yours.
But you don't understand. He's evil. And being a star is terrible.
Oh.
I can't do anything. I can't go anywhere without those dreadful paparazzi. And I have to help him in this dreadful scheme of his.
What scheme is that?
Well, I'm not entirely sure, but it has something to do with world domination.
Oh, well, I'm glad it's something small.
Please don't patronize me.
And don't waste my time, sister. You called me up to give me some information on the king, and all you've done is give me some sob story about how being a rich, famous rock and roll star ain't all it's cracked up to be. So if there's nothing more, I'll just let you off at the next light.
But if you do, you'll never be able to stop them.
Whom?
The greater ones.
What? What do you mean, the greater ones?
The ones greater than the one.
Who's the one?
Oh, I think you know who the one is.
Yeah, it's me. So who are the greater ones?
Well, that I don't know. But I do know the king is planning to throw the entire country into economic chaos, starting with the city of San Santa Buena. And your father is involved.
Max? How is he involved?
Well, I'm not sure, but I overheard the king and his lawyer talking about him being the guy to take the fall.
The fall for what?
The whole enchilada.
Listen, I'm getting tired of this riddle.
It's a riddle wrapped in an enigma inside a puzzle.
Very prosaic.
Will you help me?
I don't see what I can do for you.
Oh, you could help me escape.
To where? The king would find you in a minute.
Not if you destroy him.
How am I going to do that, sister?
He's a vampire. Drive a stake through his heart.
You've been watching too many movies. Do I look like Van Helsing to you?
The pianist?
That's Van Cliburn.
Oh, yes, Van Helsing. He was the actor who played the father in Shane.
That was Van Heflin.
Oh.
Listen, I'd like to talk movie trivia with you some more, but I'm kind of busy, you know?
So you won't help me?
To get out of your contract with the devil, who am I, Daniel Webster?
Well, thanks for nothing. Let me out at the light.
Look, I don't know if this will help, but call this guy. His name is Frank Fungu. He's a bail bondsman. He also specializes in fake ID, stuff like that.
Oh.
Maybe he can help you. Just disappear. Maybe the king won't find you.
Oh, thank you, buddy.
Good luck.
Remember, you and your dad are in danger. Be careful.
You too. See ya.
Goodbye.
I dropped Lavender off at her car and continued driving around a while, and I thought about the case. I drove up to an uninhabited section of San Santa Buena near Mount Crud at the headwaters of Crud Creek, overlooking the Peptomolive plant. After I parked my car, I got out to walk around a bit. All of a sudden, I found myself frozen to one spot and surrounded by a brilliant white light. Hey, what's going on? I can't move. What's that up in the sky? It's a flying saucer. The saucer landed. A large door opened and out walked two figures. What's going on? Who are you?
We are ambassadors from a planet far away. I am Ambassador Smith.
And I am Mother Ambassador.
You're his mother?
Oh.
God, no.
Heavens, no. We aren't even related.
We are stuck with each other.
And we don't have much time before the end of the world.
Oh, you keep saying that.
What do you mean, stuck with me?
Well, it's true. You stowed away aboard our vessel.
Beg your pardon.
Oh, be quiet, Dr. Smith.
Excuse me.
What do you want?
I'm paralyzed here. What's going on?
Oh, you're caught in an incapacitator beam.
An incapacitator beam?
The incapacitator beam won't harm you unless you try to move.
Then what?
Your eyeballs will explode.
And your bowels will leak.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what it was. Swell. Do you think you could turn it off?
In due time.
Unfortunately, we need your help, Earthling.
You have a beam that can make my eyeballs explode and my bowels leak, and you need my help?
Mr. Shell, your planet is about to be taken over by a race of beings that we expelled from our planet many years ago.
If this happens, these beings will be able to use a precious material available only on your planet to make a weapon to destroy our planet. Oh, it will be terrible, just terrible.
Oh, be quiet, Dr. Smith.
What is this precious material?
It is called...
You're kidding. The precious material is...
Yes, it's called...
Are you kidding?
Heavens, no! We are quite serious, Mr. Shell.
These evil beings will stop at nothing to destroy your planet.
And ours. Oh, it's terrible, just terrible.
Who are these beings?
The greater ones.
The greater ones!
Yes, what an ostentatious name.
We kicked them out of our world, but they've rebounded and now lack only one thing in order to destroy us.
And that one thing they are going to get from your planet.
Unless you stop them.
They're being led here by an awful man named Leg Holtz.
I believe you know him.
Do I?
You have to stop him.
Why don't you stop him?
Well, we're afraid. Afraid.
Oh, great.
Afraid.
You guys fly here from millions of miles away and you're afraid.
Well... Yeah.
We're diplomats, not warriors.
Yeah.
So why don't you send some warriors?
Oh, stop whining and get to work.
The universe is depending on you. Good luck, buddy.
And don't screw up. We'll be in touch.
Thanks. Hey, wait a minute. I'm still paralyzed. Hey! Great, now what? After the beam wore off, I returned to town where I picked up Mickey at White Guy's Donuts and Scones. I filled him in on what the aliens told me.
So Legholt is an alien and not a vampire?
No, he's really a vampire. It's just a coincidence that he's helping the aliens.
Hey, buddy, did you read in the paper where Prince Charles says he wished he was a tampon?
Prince Charles of England wants to be a tampon?
Yeah, it was in the paper. They found it in these tapes these guys got from a phone call he made to his girlfriend.
He said he wanted to be a tampon?
Yeah, pretty funny, huh?
I don't get it. Here's a guy who has everything and all he wants to be is a tampon.
I think he has too much time on his hands.
Apparently. Hey, Mickey, turn on the radio. I want to hear the news.
And now it's time for the KCRW News Hour. The major story just breaking is the announcement by the mysterious King Legholtz that he is withdrawing his pledge of $2 million to the Cultural Arts Center. Legholtz, an enigmatic figure in San Buena, has pledged the generous sum in order to help the beleaguered Arts Center to stave off certain bankruptcy. And now the latest on El Nino.
Wow. Mickey, did you hear that?
Hear what?
On the radio, weren't you listening?
Oh, no, I never listen to talking on the radio. It bores me. What'd they say?
The Legholtz is withdrawing his donation to the Arts Center. That means they're going bankrupt. Let's get back to the office. I need to check something on the Wiccan for Windows program on the computer.
Okay.
Pretty soon, me and Mickey arrived at my office. Come on in, Mickey. I'll put some coffee on.
Great. Do you have any bear claws?
I don't know. I'll ask Miles. Hey, Miles. Miles? Miles!
Well, where's Miles, buddy?
Beats me. He never leaves the office.
Why not?
He says he's afraid of crows. Seems they like to eat minor birds.
Gee, I didn't know that.
Oh. Hey, Miles, where are you?
Miles.
Pretty bird.
Hey, buddy, look. There's something coming up on the computer. Look. What's that on the screen?
It looks like...
What is it?
It is! It's the face of King
Legholtz!
Good day, Mr. Shell.
What do you want, leg hose?
By now, you probably noticed the absence of your friend and familiar Miles, the albino minor bird, or is he an albina mino bird?
What did you do to Miles, you creep?
Let's just say that the crows of San Buena will be in for a little minor bird souffle if you don't play ball. Caw, caw, caw.
What do you want from me?
I merely request the pleasure of your company tomorrow evening at, let's say 8 p.m.
What for?
Well, it's time for you to fulfill the destiny that was laid out for you at Claustown so many years ago. Ho, ho, ho!
Forget it. I'm not about to help you and those idiot aliens conquer the universe.
Well, perhaps if your love for your trusted familiar and friend Miles isn't enough, perhaps you might be willing to save one of your relatives.
What are you talking about, Legholtz?
In a few minutes, your daddy will be arriving here, and I can assure you he will be facing an ever more hideous fate than being eaten by crows.
Max! You got Max?
Precisely. Let me know when you've changed your mind, Mr. Shell. Good day.
Well, the king's kidnapped your dad, too.
He's determined to get to me, to help him. He'll stop at nothing.
Well, who do you think he'll get next?
Somebody close to me, I suppose. Back here.
Maybe I better go. I got to deliver some papers.
No, you better stick around with me, Mickey. You'll be safer.
I don't feel safer.
Don't worry. Everything will work out all right.
That's what you always say. What are you going to do?
I have a plan.
What is it?
We're going to pay a little visit to the king's buddy, Harry Gantz. Let's go.
Okay.
Me and Mickey drove over to the city hall offices after stopping for gas and some bear claws. As we walked into Gantz's office, we were met by Gantz's assistant, Julian.
Yes. May I help you?
We're here to see Harry Gantz.
Oh, do you have an appointment?
No, is he in?
I'm afraid Mr. Gantz has stepped out and is gone for the day.
Oh, yeah? How about if we wait in his office until he comes back tomorrow?
I'm afraid that will be impossible.
Oh, yeah? Watch me. Come on, Mickey.
Okay, buddy.
I'm afraid I'll have to summon security, Mr. Shell.
Be my guest.
Have it your way. I'll be right back.
Me and Mickey went into Gantz's inner office and laughed about the guy in the hallway. Then we started going through the drawers in the desk.
Well, what are we looking for, buddy?
I need some samples of Gantz's handwriting.
Hey, look, here's a crossword puzzle on the desk. You think he'll mind if I finish it for him? I love the TV Guide crossword puzzle.
Don't write on that, Mickey. That puzzle is a sample of Gantz's handwriting. I'll need it. Hey, Mickey, grab that tape from Gantz's answering machine, will you?
Well, what do you need that for, buddy?
Well, I'll explain later. Let's get out of here.
Okay.
Me and Mickey left Gantz's office quickly and headed back to my office.
Well, what are you doing with that crossword puzzle now?
I'm scanning it into the computer. There. Now give me that answering machine tape.
Well, here it is. Well, what are you doing with that?
Well, same thing. There, finished. Now, I'm doing a comparison between the handwriting on Gantz's crossword puzzle and a sample of the king's writing. Now, this will be the first major break in the case if my guess is right. Yes!
What is it?
It's a perfect match with the handwriting samples.
Wow.
Pretty amazing, isn't it, Mickey?
You said it. The king was doing Gantz's crossword puzzle.
No. The king wasn't doing his puzzle. The king's handwriting and Gantz's are the same.
Gee, you think they went to the same school or something?
No, they're the same person.
Are you sure?
This comparison of the king's voice and Gantz's voice will be the final proof. Ah, there it is. A perfect match.
The king and Gantz are the same person.
Yep.
What are you going to do now?
I'm asking the computer to give me any files on Gantz and cross-referencing them with practitioners of the black arts in the Claustown quadrant of California.
Wow.
And I got this program for only $29.95.
Dude, that's great.
That's pretty cheap.
Yeah, it must have saved a lot of money, huh?
50%.
Oh.
There it is. Look at the computer screen.
What does it say?
The secret plan of the greater ones for world and universal domination.
Wow, what are you doing now?
I'm going to input the name King Legholtz along with a search of all known acquaintances from Las Vegas.
Why Las Vegas?
Well, the king says he was Elvis, right?
Yeah.
Well, if the king was Elvis, then he had been in Vegas all the time. There might be a connection there.
I guess. Anything yet?
No, wait. Holy mackerel, look! It's
Liberace!
Hi, how are you? Nice to see you very much. Thank you. Very nice. How old are you, sweetheart? That's great. That's just wonderful. Thank you very much. And who might you be?
Well, my name is Buddy Shell, Mr. Liberace, and this is my operative, Mickey Gold.
Oh, call me Lee. It's nice to meet you both. By the way, how did you contact me? I've been dead for quite some time now.
Well, through my computer program called Wiccan for Windows.
How about that?
$25.95.
Wow.
I was wondering if you could give us some help, Lee.
Oh, I'd be delighted.
While you were working in Las Vegas, did you ever know Elvis?
Oh, my, yes. A lovely young man. He ate too much, of course, but very polite.
Did you know he was a vampire?
Really? Well, when you've been in this business as long as I have, nothing surprises you anymore.
Were you ever at his house or spend time in his dressing room, anything like that?
Oh, no, I can't say that I did. We did run with different crowds, if you know what I mean.
Well, of course. Was there anything that he seemed afraid of or tried to avoid?
Yes, he avoided salads.
Salads?
Oh, yes. And vegetables of any kind. He liked peanut butter and banana sandwiches.
Anything else?
Well, he liked driving bulldozers over empty buildings.
No, I mean, do you know anything else about him that might have caused him pain or trouble, something that seemed to repel him?
Well, I don't know if this will help, but Anytime anyone mentioned the name Big Mama Thornton, he looked kind of sick and ran out the room.
Big Mama Thornton.
Yes, well, listen, if there's nothing else, I've got to get back to practicing. Nice to have met you both. Sorry if I couldn't have been more help.
Well, thanks anyway.
I'll be seeing you now.
Buddy Shell Investigations. Is that you, Frank?
No, it isn't. It's me, Lavender Hepburn.
Look, Miss Hepburn, I'm really busy right now. I'd like to help
Yes,
you,
but I have some information that could be of some help to you in vanquishing the king.
Where are you?
At the Easy 8 Motel just outside of Ventura.
Are you okay?
So far. But listen, the information is this. The king had a book that he kept in his safe in his bedroom. The book was called The Complete Idiot's Guide to Living as a Vampire.
I think I've seen it at Borders Books.
Not this volume, you haven't.
Maybe it was Barnes & Noble.
Bite your tongue.
Sorry.
I believe there might be some information pertaining to the killing of vampires.
Can you get this book for me?
No, I'm not setting foot back in that mansion ever again.
I don't blame you. I'll have to do it myself before 8 tonight.
But you won't be able to. The king never leaves his house before dark.
Yeah, you're right. I'm meeting the king tonight so he can complete his plan for world domination. You were right about that, too.
You can't meet with him. It's too dangerous.
I don't have any choice. He's kidnapped my father and my familiar.
Wait, just a minute. I hear something outside my door. It's... Oh my God! It's the king! I've got to get out of here!
Miss Hepburn! Miss Hepburn! Miss Hepburn, are you all right?
Mr. Shell?
Legholz!
Miss Hepburn is indisposed right now, but I believe you'll be able to get together with her tonight at our little meeting. 8 o'clock sharp, in front of your office. Don't be late, Mr. Shell.
The king has just kidnapped Miss Hepburn, Mickey.
That's terrible, buddy. What are you going to do?
I don't know. She said something about a book the king has in his safe in his bedroom. It may contain information on how to vanquish vampires.
Well, how are we going to get it?
Not we, Mickey. You!
Me? Are you crazy? I'm not going to the king's house for anything. I don't care if he does have a bowling alley and all the Cheetos and grapefruit juice in the world. He was going to kill me last time.
You're the only one who can do it, Mickey. It'll be a cinch. After the king's driver picks me up at 8 for the meeting, there'll be no one left in his house. You and Yeller go over there and get the book and bring it to me at this meeting.
What's the name of the book?
The Complete Idiot's Guide to Living Like a Vampire.
Are you kidding?
No, Mickey, I'm not. The future of the universe is riding on the shoulders of you and Yeller.
Do dogs have shoulders?
That's besides the point. You're the only one who can do it, Mickey.
I hate this job. It's creepy and it's stupid.
It's better than throwing newspapers out of a car, isn't it?
Nobody tries to kill me when I'm delivering papers, and I can eat bear claws while I'm doing it. I can't eat bear claws when I'm breaking into the king's house, can I?
Why not? I don't mind. I'm going to call Frank Fungu.
Oh, what for?
Just a hunch.
Fungu Bear Blonde. What'd you do, scumbag?
Hi, Frank. It's me, buddy.
Oh, yo, buddy. You in jail again?
No, nothing like that.
Oh, good. Going to jail is no kind of life.
Yeah, right. Listen, Frank, you know Dick Diddley and Babaloo, don't you?
Those two cops?
Yeah.
What about them?
Where do they usually eat?
What?
Eat. What restaurants do they usually eat at?
What night?
Sunday nights.
Oh, Sunday. Oh, Sunday, yeah. Mama Cornelio's. Casa de Cornelio on Hillside Drive. Nice family place.
You sure about that?
Oh, yeah. Best rabbit in the city. I mean, you really should try that
All right.
stuff,
I mean, are you sure they're eating there?
Oh, yeah. You know those cops. They get a routine and they stick to it.
Okay, thanks.
Hey, what did you want to know for, buddy?
Never mind. Thanks. Okay, Mickey, here's the plan. At 8, the king's men pick me up. At 8:01, you enter the king's house and get the book out of the safe and bring it to me at Mama Coniglio's Casa de Conejo. Know where it is?
Yeah.
Good. You can't fail, Mickey. This is your big chance to earn your wings.
If I get caught, they're going to be angel's wings.
If you get caught, we'll all be wearing angel's wings. Now get going. It's almost 7:30 p.m.
Okay.
Mickey headed off to the king's mansion while I waited outside of my office on San Santa Buena Boulevard when at precisely 8 o'clock, a pink 1958 Cadillac Coupe de Ville pulled up and stopped.
Mr. Shell, my name is Red. I'm the king's personal assistant. Get in the front seat, won't you?
Yeah, I remember you.
Yes. I believe you know the people in the back seat. Detective Diddley, D.A. Williams, and of course, your girlfriend, Tammy.
Did you have to bring that tramp along, Williams?
I beg your pardon? Whom are you calling a tramp along?
Whom do you think?
Now, let's not have any domestic squabbling, shall we? This is business.
Where are we going?
You'll see.
I should have known you were involved in this, Tammy.
Of course I'm involved. I'm involved in everything Harrison does. He respects me.
He respects you so much he's turned you into a criminal.
I'll put a lid on it, Shell. I'll have to gag you.
After tonight, Mr. Shell, I think you'll see that our plan is the best one for all concerned.
Provided that all concerned happen to be vampires. Working for idiot aliens bent on the destruction of the universe. Got lost in thought there.
He's rambling. Just don't pay any attention to this guy.
Oh, so you don't know what these losers are up to, do you? They're trying to take over the world to get control of a precious resource the aliens need. Huh?
Yeah, well, what resource is that?
I can't say it on the radio.
Have you lost your mind?
Mr. Shell, I think we've heard quite enough.
Oh, yeah? Well... Oh, that came a little late.
Yeah. What did you do that for, Detective Diddley?
I hated to hit him like that, but he was running off with the mouth too much.
Well, at least he'll be quiet until we get there.
The group rode in silence until they reached their destination, a small building located behind Santa Claus Town near Santa Barbara. They got out of the car and carried the still unconscious Buddy into an elevator and rode down several levels into the bowels of Claus Town. When Buddy woke up, he was staring at the face of his nemesis, the King.
Well, good evening, Mr. Shell. You slept well, I hope.
Just fine. What about Max and Miles? Where are they?
Oh, they're doing fine. They'll be joining us in just a few moments.
Well, what are you going to do to them?
I'm afraid they'll have to be exterminated, along with yourself. Witnesses and all that.
Well, they won't talk, I swear it.
Perhaps they won't, but why take a chance? Oh, here they are now.
Dad, Miles, are you all right?
Oh, yeah, get your hands off me.
Buddy!
Miles, what's happened to your eye?
A crow pecked me. I can't see out of it. Is it bleeding?
A little. Dad, are you all right?
I'll be all right, buddy boy, as soon as I get my hands around Legholtz's fat neck.
I'm afraid that occurrence is quite an unlikely one, since you will all be dead very soon. Oh, another member of the party.
Mickey!
Hi, buddy. Fancy meeting you here.
What happened?
I don't know. Me and Yeller were just about to grab the book when these minion guys came in and grabbed us. The Yeller got away. It was like they were waiting for us.
They were waiting for you, idiot.
Lavender Hepburn!
You were expecting maybe Tallulah Bankhead?
You triple crossed me too? I can't believe it.
Believe it, fool.
Yes, Miss Hepburn is a rather devoted employee of Sundown Records, aren't you, my dear? She was only too happy to take part in our little plan.
If anybody ever tells you that being a big star isn't worth it, don't believe it, Mr. Shell. It's great.
Well, I must get ready for the ceremony. See you there. Legholtz has left the room.
Well, gang, it looks like we're in a tough spot.
Any ideas, buddy boy?
I'm fresh out of ideas, Max.
Are we gonna die, buddy?
I don't know, Mickey.
Ah, buddy, did you learn anything from the computer?
We contacted Liberace, but he wasn't much help.
You talked to Liberace? I thought he was dead.
He is dead, Dad.
Well, how did he look?
Pretty good for a dead guy.
Was he wearing that big fur coat?
Can we talk about Liberace's clothes some other time?
What did he say about the king?
He said he didn't like salads.
Well, what else did he say?
He said the king didn't like to hear the name of Big Mama Thornton.
Ah, the singer who wrote Hound Dog.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, why would that bother him?
The king,
Well, the king, yes, as you were saying, as Elvis
You're
made
psychic,
his fame.
so you...
Made his fame by being white and singing like a black person, as
That's
you can see.
right. It must be something that bothers him to this day. Hey, remember, he said he was Jolson, too.
The king was Jolson?
That's what he said.
Ah, and how did Jolson get his fame?
By singing in blackface.
He was
He
great.
made his fortune and fame on the backs of black people, reminding him of it must cause him great pain.
Yeah, but would it kill him?
I don't know.
Ah, but it might distract him.
It might be enough to get us out of here. Now, here's the plan. As we huddled in the cold, damp cell, the king and his minions were preparing for their final conflagration, the creation of the breeder reactor. The henchmen of the king came and brought me and Dad and Mickey and Miles out to the balcony overlooking the reactor. The king was on the balcony along with D.A. Harris Williams, Detective Dick Diddley, Lavender Hepburn, Red, the king's assistant, and the famed Texas attorney Racehorse Rabinowitz, and my former girlfriend Tammy the Tramp. There were many others below the balcony, all clothed in robes and chanting.
All hail the king!
Thank you very much. Today we consecrate the reactor with the blood of the one.
The blood of the one.
The greater ones await our actions with much joy.
Joy, joy.
For we have carried out our destiny. Behold, the one.
Listen, Lakos, Rabinowitz is ripping you off.
Silence!
I saw the Peptomala file. He's transferred the stocks to his name.
Quiet.
What did you say?
He's ripping you off. Ask him.
Hey, King, you can't believe him. He was only trying to save his own skin.
If you don't believe me, just check the files.
We don't have time, King. The dedication It's time!
And did you know that Miss Hepburn has been talking to William Morris Agency about representation?
That's a lie.
Is it? And did you know Harris Williams was secretly behind the ordinance, behind the dismantling of the fence around your property?
Is this true, William?
Oh, I never had anything to do with that, King. It was Rabinowitz.
Shut up, Williams, or I'll tell him about you photocopying the Pepto-Molly files and leaving them for sale to find on Gantz's desk.
There is no Gantz. The king is Gantz. He's been lying to all of you.
The king is Gantz.
Shut up, everybody. Don't you see what he's doing? He's trying to get us to go for our own throats.
And Rabinowitz set up the meeting between Lavender and William Morris for a fee.
King, I don't... Shut up, all of you. I knew you were a pack of lying dogs all along. Now you shall join Shell and the rest to burn in the fiery pit. Now you shall see what happens to people who cross the king. None of you will ever work in this world again. Throw them in the pit.
Suddenly, more of the king's minions came running from behind the people on the balcony and began throwing them all into the core of the reactor.
And now, it's your turn, Shell.
I don't think so, Leghose. Let him have it, boys. Big Mama Thornton.
What?
Chuck Berry.
Ouch!
Little Richard.
Stop!
Louis Jordan.
Hey, not listening. Louis Jordan?
Oh, Jordan.
What are you doing? Stop it! Stop mispronouncing those names. Stop it!
It's working. Keep it up. More names. Sam Cookie.
No!
The platter.
Michael Jackson.
Stop it!
Hey, look, it's Yeller. He's found us here, Yeller. Untie us.
Seize them, minion.
Mickey, tell Yeller to push that red button over there with his nose. It's a self-destruction mechanism for the reactor.
Do it, Yeller. Push the button, boy.
Get that flea bag away from the reactor. Oh, no!
10 seconds.
Let's get out of here.
9 seconds to destruct. 8 seconds to destruct. 7, 6.
Me, Mickey, Miles, Max,
5
and Yeller
seconds
raced
to
out of the
destruct.
building with only seconds
4,
to spare. They
3,
hid behind a statue of Rudolph the
2.
Red-Nosed Reindeer with me when...
One more bottle of beer on the wall.
Whoa, look at that.
That's it for the breeder reactor, all right.
Hey, buddy boy, look at that. Up in the sky. It looks like...
Ah, it's a flying saucer.
It's the aliens from the planet Nick.
Greetings, buddy.
Hello, Ambassador Mother.
Hello, buddy.
Hello, Ambassador Smith.
We've been watching you with great interest.
You've done well, buddy.
You foiled their plan and destroyed the reactor
You've saved our planet.
And mine.
and the entire universe. We thank you.
Hey, that reminds me. The last time you were here, you left the incapacitator beam on, and I had to stand out in that field all night, and I got kind of, wet feet.
I thought you said you turned off the beam, Dr. Smith.
Me? No, you were supposed to turn off the beam. You're always blaming me.
I always turn it off.
Oh.
You should turn it off once in a while.
Oh, don't tell me what to do.
Excuse me? What happens now?
What do you mean, dear?
Well, I've saved your planet, but my planet is still in the midst of chaos.
Oh, yes. Well, I guess that is too bad, isn't it?
Too bad. Can't you do something?
Like what?
Well, I don't know, but the entire country and maybe the world is going broke because of the king and those guys from your planet.
Surely you can't expect us to solve your financial problems for you.
Wouldn't be right.
Yeah, but...
Oh, dear. Listen, darling, we have to be going. I'm sure everything will turn out all right.
Thanks again, buddy.
And the two space people returned to their ship and took off. Me and my friends returned to my office and were sitting quietly drinking coffee and eating bear claws.
Well, that was sure a close one, huh, buddy?
Sure what, Mickey?
Yeah, that was quick thinking, getting those jackals of the king to turn on each other like that.
Well, it's pretty easy. Evil people don't trust each other because they know that the other is just waiting to do them in.
Freaking out the king by yelling those names of the black entertainers was a great idea.
Well, we can thank Liberace for that one.
Yeah, imagine that. Liberace helped save the world.
I don't know about saving the world, Dad. The rioting and chaos caused by the bankruptcy of the Cultural Arts Center and economic collapse of the state and the country leave us in pretty dire straits.
What are we going to do about that, buddy?
Beats me. My job was to find out who was dumping bodies at the Cultural Arts Center and why. And I did that.
Hey, even though you stopped those aliens cold, the king was still successful in creating chaos in the world, wasn't he?
I'm afraid you was, Dad.
Well, at least we won't have to worry about that king anymore. That vampire is toast.
Are you so sure about that, Mickey?
Well, you saw the whole place go up in flames, didn't you?
I never found the king's body.
Hey, he was incinerated, buddy boy, burned to a crispy critter.
Look at the computer.
Look at the screen. It's
Legholes! Greetings, all. I'm afraid rumors of my demise have been greatly exaggerated. Sorry to disappoint y'all.
I should have known mere fire couldn't kill a cockroach like you, Leghose.
Yes, you should have. You'll be seeing me again, Mr. Shell, very soon. Au revoir.
Not if I see you first, Leghose.
That's telling him, buddy.
Well, how's about we go over to Caboose Lautrec's for some split pea soup and knishes? I'm buying.
Oh, right, yeah.
Good night, Miles. See you in the morning.
Good night, buddy. Blessed be.
And good night, one and all. Blessed be.
Buddy Shell, Metaphysical Private Investigator, was written and directed by Terry Miles and produced for Fried Out Features by Stephen L. Carlson, starring James Egan as Buddy Shell, with special guest stars Phil Proctor, David Osman, Melinda Peterson, Ann Lockhart, Shelley Herman, Randall Carver, Mike Metcalf, Michelle Ruff, Heather View, Greg Lawrence, Stephen L. Carlson, and Terry Miles, with Dennis Gurwell on accordion. This is your announcer, Brent McCoy, speaking.